if there's going to be any semblance of a fight in terms of a ticket, Nikki should be running for re-election of the Commissioner of Agriculture position, but she's not doing it. And again, it's emblematic of where the party is and how much it's disintegrated and how it doesn't have juice. There is no enthusiasm. And you can get up on that bullhorn and scream about how much you hate DeSantis. All I can tell you is that if DeSantis did a rally, if he did an event, a dinner, if you will,
oh my God,
there would be thousands of people in the room. They would all be hooting and hollering and cheering him on, and the enthusiasm would be through the roof. That is the big difference. And who, more than anybody else, but you have a guest speaker, Cedric Richmond, former congressional candidate from Louisiana, who now works in Obama's, I think he's in his cabinet. And
Obama.
Biden, you know, they're all one in the
Well, I just thought maybe you meant he worked for the personal employment of our former president in his $14 million Martha's Vineyard.
That may be that probably be a better job
maybe
anyway.
That's one of his.
But no, that's not what he was doing.
Okay.
What he is doing is he's working for the president, and he's basically like a PR person for the president. Let's put it that way. And
oh, well, that's nice.
But this is a gentleman who was a congressional representative who was as knee deep in the oil and fracking industry as anybody in the country, regardless of party. And this is the person that you have as your keynote speaker.
You do when the person putting the entire event together just made 60-something% from a fracking company.
And that leads us to the final point
As
of
if
this,
she has nothing to do with
this pontification, if you will, of the event itself. That all comes back to our Congresswoman, Debbie Wasserman Schultz.
Wasserman Schultz. I can't with her.
I can listen to everybody speaking at the event, but I cannot listen to her. I actually had to walk out of the room and have a conversation with her. And by the time our 15-minute phone conversation was done, I walked back into the room and Debbie is still talking.
Oh my God.
Still talking.
She's still talking.
And she's not talking about anything.
That's what's so amazing. The length of time.
Democrats, can I get a yeah? Can I get a cheer? It's
the amount of time she can go on without saying anything of substance is fascinating to me. It's really, and she's not like engaging as a speaker. Like she's just very unwarm. It's honestly, if she didn't have the power and the influence that she does, where she actually did things that hurt people, like if she didn't have that, I would really feel sorry for her.
I think a lot of people do. And
no, most people are scared of her.
Well, I think they're
which is
scared
hilarious.
for sure.
People, she is very small. She's very troll-like. She's like little, not hobbit. She's little. There's nothing to be scared of.
But that wasn't the end. The end was she ended up speaking a second time, which is incredible. Why was she speaking twice?
She's like mini Hillary.
But it's like, it's my party and I'll cry if I want to. And that's basically what it was like.
And it's her party.
Yeah, and everybody is leaving. I mean, people were literally leaving early because they didn't want to listen anymore. They had enough. And so that in its...
So it was supposed to go to 9.
Yeah.
And what time do you think people left?
Well, they were leaving at like 9:15, 9:30.
Oh.
But there were still important, issues at bar that needed to be dealt with. And of course, there are good people that are involved. They're just not willing to stand up and do what is necessary. And another thing that I found out, and I will not name any names, but one thing I can absolutely assure you of regarding Debbie is a massive, massive shit talker. This is a thing that she is a shit talker, and somebody decided that they were going to let us know.
This is what happens when you have an atheist.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you for coming, Wesley. Appreciate you. You're adding to the algorithm. We appreciate that. And the entire time this event is going on, and Debbie is basically making it her event. What a surprise.
Everything's her event.
And people had to kiss the ring, even people that are not so bad. They're talking about how great Debbie is, which I'm sure in many instances they may not really feel that way, but they say what they have to say for appearances. This was before I found out that our Congresswoman was the biggest financial beneficiary of an investment in the war machine regarding the Ukraine-Russia conflict. And the sad truth is, how many people in that room were even aware that she is involved with this?
They don't care, though, because they just like her, because they just like her, or they don't. But they pretend they do because they're scared of her. Nobody is coming to any new opinions about her, ever. That's the thing. The people that like her, they like her for whatever reason, and most people don't. And I just think
all I can say, and I will conclude with this,
unfortunate.
is that if you do run against her again, she does not. The one thing about Debbie, as you have said before, she really is the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh.
Like if we raised $400,000, if you add 1 million in front of that 400,000 next time, we will have every piece of financial real estate we will need to run the necessary ads to basically show what a complete blowhard, useless, crooked piece of garbage this representative has been for decades. Sorry, Ken, and anybody else who may see this. This is not the Debbie who was working in the State House in 1992.
No.
This is not who she is. Ever since she has been on Capitol Hill, this has been who she is. And she supports every war. She supports every military budget. She supports every cause that is juxtaposed to the American people. She supports abortion. She'll support LGBTQ rights.
She's a pro-choice, basically a pro-choice Republican.
I don't even think she gives, I wouldn't even dignify that. I think that there are better GOP representatives out there than she is, and I'm sure there are. It's a big country. There's, at least 200 plus of them.
So, and any of them that aren't corporate whores would be preferable. Again, I would vote for a non-corporate Republican before I vote for a corporate Democrat.
But the idea that the number one recipient of financial gain as a result of the Ukraine-Russia conflict
Seriously.
in this country is our congressional representative, and it's not close. It's by a wide margin. At some point, you have to wake up.
Thanks for watching. If you want to support our mission to transform politics into service, please like this video, subscribe, follow us on social media, and consider joining our Patreon, where you'll get early access to our interviews as well as other exclusive content. Links are in the description. Peace out.